Good morning, everybody. It is June 15th, 2020, and we're going to do a little garden tour. I'm going to harvest broccoli that looks like it's starting to go to flower, so not too successful with the broccoli. But I'm going to try it in the fall. I'll probably plant it. Maybe I'll start some seeds today and plant it out in July and see how the fall harvest works better for the broccoli. There's the wildflowers. They're really blossoming now. Really looks nice. Some of these flowers that I planted out in front are starting to get some flowers on them. Hopefully they'll open up in another day or so. These guys opened up about a week ago. And let's go into the garden. Here's my containers, which I'm probably gonna take some of this stuff out of this container because it's kind of a waste. I may take those flowers out too, plant some veggies in there. Some lettuce. This one had arugula, which I left a few of them there to go to seed. You can see right here, there's some seed pods. Some seed pods here. So what we do is let them go and let them dry out. When they turn brown and crispy, you can take them out and plant the seeds. I could probably plant them right away and they'll start growing. Cilantro, doing pretty nice. I harvested some already. Oh, look at this flower. Beautiful. That's the one that's hanging down. Pretty red flower. Nice. Okay. We have the fig tree over here. Looks like it's getting a couple more leaves coming off of it. Mint, I'm going to have to harvest some right now because it's really growing like crazy. But it smells really good. Here's the Ildi yellow cherry tomato that came back. It was kind of a little shabby and was getting flea beetle damage like this basil is. But they're starting to grow. I guess as they got a little bit bigger, they were able to fight off the flea beetle damage. This is a courgette that I bought from a seed company in England. So it's growing. Small, but it's growing. And this is a zucchini. I'm not sure if it's a golden zucchini or the black beauty, but we have one right there. And I thought I saw another one somewhere else, but anyway, yeah, there's another one here. Spaghetti squash, starting to jump up. These tomatoes, some more zucchini and spaghetti squash that I'm trying to trellis up. The garlic, I pulled out a couple of garlics yesterday. I was going to show you on the video, but I was kind of a little disappointed. A few of them ripped. And some of the cloves are very small, but, you know, when you look at it, I planted 100 cloves of garlic here. So even if I got small bulbs, I think I'm ahead of the game. So I pulled out some of the ones that were leaning over. I was talking to Charles Dowding, and he said that if they are leaning, you should pull them. So I pulled a few. I'm going to leave some in there because I have so many that, you know, see what happens if they grow a little bit bigger. The ground was, you know, was moist, but it's very hard. This soil I got early on, it was with the first bed that I made. It's got a lot of small stones in it, so maybe that caused the garlic to fall over. Not sure. Still have some scapes here, which I'll probably harvest in a day or so. The beans are starting to go up, up the pole, and hopefully another couple of weeks they'll be hanging down from this trellis. There's a bean in there. That's the other reason I opened up, pulled out some garlic, is so I can open this area up and get some sunlight in there for this bean and for this bitter gourd, which I'm really excited to see it grow. It's growing kind of slow, but it's growing. Some more zucchinis and some more beans. My idea was that the zucchini will grow in the bottom of the grow bag and the beans will grow up, so they won't compete with each other. Same thing in this grow bag. And then back here I have some more squash. Got a lot of squash. Carrots. I haven't pulled any yet. Let's go over here. So I got a lot of zucchini, beans, and I planted a few cucumbers, extra cucumbers that I had, along with the red onions. The red onions are doing nice, getting bigger. There's an eggplant that's so-so. And then these cucumbers are starting to go up the trellis, so that's nice. And I got a couple other ones that are just starting. So that's a good thing, because this way, when these guys stop producing, these guys will still be producing. So, fava beans over here. I picked some the other day. They're really nice size fava beans. That's the Black Beauty that I stuck in the corner in a grow bag. And these are potatoes that I hilled up a couple of days ago. They seem to be doing okay. Don't know if I'll get potatoes or not. The peas are doing nicely, although some of the plants look like they're starting to die off already. Maybe I'm not watering them enough, but I picked a few peas already. I got to pick a few more today. Some of those pods are getting big. They're really nice. We just boiled a few of them, and they taste really good. So let's go around into the garden and check out the tomatoes, because I'm real excited about these tomatoes. I got my new trellis system up, and probably time to come in here and pull off a couple of more suckers, pinch off a few suckers, and get these guys growing up. And once they get up a little higher, I'm sure they're going to start shooting out. So these are really nice. A couple of tomato plants here, extra ones. What I'll do is I'll just probably do a Florida weave on these. And there's more favas. Look at this fava bean down here. It's almost the size of my hand. Broccoli, that's the problem. Well, here's the kale. I think I'm going to pull some kale off tonight. The broccoli, I just looked at it today, and it's starting to separate. You can see it on this one here. It's actually starting to flower. So I'm just going to clip that off, and maybe we'll get some of these side shoots out of here. We're not going to get any big heads because it's getting too hot. But I'm going to try, like I said, start some seeds inside and try to grow this in the fall. Look at this purple broccoli. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to get broccoli in the spring or the summer. This is a Calabrese, which hasn't formed a head yet, so maybe this Calabrese, it's a different variety than the ones over there. I think that's a Waltham, so maybe the Calabrese will be okay, but we'll see. The grape is really spreading out. I have to look up and see how I have to prune this, because I don't want it to grow too much. I want it to make a couple of main vines and maybe get some grapes next year. Beans on the pole, starting to grow, but they're kind of slow. Strawberries are a disappointment, as they were last year. I think I need help with strawberries. This is celery. Celery's growing pretty nice. This celery I bought from a nursery. Last year I grew celery from seed, but it takes a long time to grow from seed. So, Salanova, I harvested 4 heads today, and they're starting to bolt up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more heads over here. I'll probably pull those up in another day or so. And then over here I have a few smaller ones that just are probably going to be okay for another couple of months. There's a romaine. It looks like it's getting eaten by bugs. So we'll pull some of these outer leaves off. You know, when the outer leaves start getting holes, too many holes in them, or turning yellow, they're not really doing anything. So you might as well yank them out. Japanese eggplant is looking good, as are the soybeans and the fennel, which I keep saying I'm going to pull out, but I haven't yet. Pepper plants have a lot of flowers on them, and no peppers yet. Well, actually, I saw peppers on one of them. I don't remember So the peppers are doing good. The only bad thing so far is the eggplants. They really got destroyed by these, I guess, flea beetles. There's tons of small holes in them. Some of the eggplants are growing a little bit bigger, so I'm hoping they'll outcompete the damage. But I'm a little disappointed in the eggplants this year. It's funny, last year kale was horrible. It was getting eaten by caterpillars, and eggplants were great. And this year it's the reverse. So here's the rest of the tomatoes. Got a lot of tomatoes. So I'm going to do a little pruning now. A little tying up on the string. And yeah, that's it. So that's it for today. Corn is getting bigger. I think we may get it by July. And I have some pumpkins that I planted over here in the wildflowers. So hopefully those will start going and I'll train them all the way down into the wildflower patch. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.